hello, good morning, lawyer.
Good morning, my dear.
Yeah, that's it.
Good morning to your viewers.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. So Abeka yensa. Me pa cha no pay no tiawa ye pese ye bisa ese. O hwe ba ne sen na OSP. All the nyoma e course so update and all the mema yen any ade na eventually no enra court no e kan say ma me ne nyoma we season nyina onfa na ade ma na afedi o se charges ne kra na wa drop na all transfer ye aspect of the case no akwa akoma ye yoko.
Yo, me that's it. Yeah, me ka say unexamined life is not worth living. And the OSP no na mo tu a wotu fa ya ma me Cecilia Depaah hono. Osha or say or my some evaluation or examination of the process and evidence and all that they've gathered so far. And we believe we say or withdraw an application now they confirming anesthesia of the monies and things that were retrieved from Madame Cecilia Depaah. But clearly, as one of your panelists was saying, it's clear that the criminal charge in particular, non-disclosure of assets and related offense, and yet clearly within the mandate of the OSP. And I think when the issue came up, the first thing as a lawyer or as an investigator will be corruption, because you found substantial amount of money in the house of a former minister or a minister of state.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely that was what prompted him. But having obtained the necessary evidence and spoken to people and all that, you have to ask yourself whether within your mandate you can pin her with something. And I think that was the earlier frustration that he had when the court had to, refuse some of his applications. Because the court would say, tell me the matter that you are pressing against her. Tell me the charge. And let me see if the charge and the confession you want to do, there's some correspondence.
98.9.
Okay. It's a horror now overshare it is a frustration but they say currently the criminal matter before the court, as has been suggested to my understanding, is outside the OSP's mandate. And I'm sure that's what he should have come clear with it, because a disclosure of assets you cannot say is corruption or corruption related. You can't fault him so much, because like I'm saying on the face of it, because lawyers with a prima facie, you have to look at corruption as the first step. But law it goes beyond suspicion and all that. You need something concrete to prove. And then when somebody it may be so obvious that looking at the quantum of money involved and everything, it's most likely the person obtained it through corruption. But when you are charged for, let's say, bribery, corruption and related matters, or any other offense, you can go to court and say, I have nothing to say. It is exclusively the burden of the state or the OSP in this particular case to go to court and prove your guilt beyond reasonable doubt, which will be very difficult to do, because it's all about evidence. A dance there, would the question was a mokena. Until I be at court to be a allegation, there is alleged, because you need to prove it. And you are no one measure OSP, who say even the matter before the criminal matter now, on which you can pin your seizure and related matters. Because now can say it's state need to be more. That's a near maybe a person before why be a state into me at the time. Tina will go for seizure and other things, so that when the decision in banner say or judgment in the banner say with the panel you're convicted, then you can take further steps to confiscate the assets or the money involved. And I think that has been a critical matter for the OSP. And this is where you don't need to fault the OSP or anybody. Any panel, where Juma or mind Ghana, say, yeah. You have to do it all your might, all your heart, all your strength when you go wrong, so be it. Anybody a mistake, or when you take a step and you think, oh, maybe at the end of the corner, there's a fact one A and that B so be it. We should get that understanding. Say, OSP court on Kwan and just a chinchina is will give him, and that's the confusion he also had. Some court on Kwan is a give him. It's not like the state can gang against one individual. That is a constitutional protection. So, Ubia Neno, say state need to mean share individual. That's why we have the fundamental human rights and freedoms. And our court na so obon by. In the court na dey ono what they that dance here crojin we mu bia kwam na kana asem na yede ye adwuma. And a court na dey ye adwuma. It's not about say bia o obi akodi state skadia and I adwuma yes I dey na court no so my na yenye. The court na dey adwuma sa enti ono no as a senior a very experienced lawyer should have that understanding. Court no be any Ghana for just be OSP in the court and say we differ and I will nip my Kana. I'm not sure that just do your work. If he ends positive, good. If he ends negative, you make amends and move on. That is what we require of him.
Now, lawyer Cecilia, you share asem no pompon so send yeah. OSP etimi edigine mu ekọ court okọ na ya bo assign ade ya eventually there asem no ekọ iyoko ho no wo hwa burden ben na ebetimi abeda iyoko so given a year how the case has panned out so far.
Yes, thank you. And yes, burden na ewo OSP no and no as burden na never come so but at least for iyoko OSP has done some good foundation work. Looking at the statement that came out, because it appears to me that the offences that may easily be proved in court, or are indication of non-disclosure of asset, because these are factual situations. Have you declared your asset or you have not? So if you have a record that the person has not, it's easy to prove. But the question may come as to whether it's within the mandate of the OSP. And or no handy over or refer more. They should have a more clearer picture to proceed because they have wider mandate. OSP, their corruption and corruption-related matters in the our Criminal Offences Act, in the Public Procurement Act, and then there's one prosecutor. And so offense be asset declaration. Not really about money taking, money receiving, and all those things. Now, difficult to say it's within the mandate, but it's a new institution or a new organization that we have set up. So the court, during the former Martin's regime, he also hit a snag like that where the court had to tell him that, oh, this matter is not within your mandate. But we need that clarity. It's not bad. That's the point. When you go to court, you don't have to, even some case law with you is a very simple case. Lawyer case is very simple. A case may not be simple like that because law is very flexible and complex. And even though you can be very clear, say, oh, the rules are well established in this area. That's why appeals and things are like that in the system, so that where you believe strongly that the court erred, you move up. Even at the Supreme Court, you have the option for review. So that when you go through the entire process and you know that you can't move forward, you change the course. That's how we want our institutions to work.
Now, my final question, I'm maybe some lawyer. Going forward, with this case in particular, senya a public frenzy, ebe mu any idea, Cecilia baby, I could do a month for kase as a OSP, a Russia Kutino. In Sembisa, no, quite bend, there was say institutions are or more mandates, and so bet me I investigations na or more apes or more the best so a beboying.
Yo, we are not there. There's a collaboration or strong coordination. We are OSP law now. It's all about coordination, cooperation, and other things. And once our there should have been, I don't know what the courses are, some meetings with relevant institutions. Let's sit down and look at it. This is what I've gathered so far. We are working for Mother Ghana to achieve one end. And case we me mandate in who is properly situated to handle this matter. Hello?
But you'll meet you.
And what can you get? Let's say, what extra evidence can you get? We say, I can get this one here, I can get that one here, maybe a fahan, because they're all in the same industry of investigating and prosecuting offenses on behalf of the state. So, the OSP, as long as the OSP or by
yes.
now, who what's the investigation? We are sure and there have been cases about even funding Russia Putin said, no, it's all Russia. Because case not buying a public institution to intervene and said, I'm starting from somewhere. Then are we going to just all throw our hands in the air in despair? No. The OSP acted and should have acted and did the right thing. And what the way to go is to see more collaboration and coordination within the criminal investigation apparatus now one, so that cases be based na a bit public and will be emotional. As you are saying that your panelists are becoming emotional, they have to be emotional because it's Ghana money at stake and Ghana is suffering. And they'll be emotional, but the institution I said that too almost with expertise and we give them our resources, whether educated or not. And they have to do the professional work. We can be emotional and do our things, but they have to do the professional work. And more, they should cooperate more and know beyond the emotions what can be done in law and deal with the matter.
And okay, lawyer Edase say all the inchemu abrayen mene a year lawyer Benjamin Techi and Tiedu and ana ye twetwe efa OSP ene Madam Cecilia Depaah and Sema Cecilia Depaah abeto